It is way too warm to have a heart condition. My allergies are going crazy today. Is anything of what I've written in the past 15 minutes going to stay long term? Probably not. I think maybe only a third of it is actually cohesive. Good question. Asked my ADHD and my lack of time. This may not be coming across on camera really at all, but I did reorganize my filming setup a little bit. I got kind of a raised stand for my monitor, so that's up here now. Camera is still kind of where it is, just a little bit higher, and kind of shifted some other things around as well, so bear with me while I adjust to the new surroundings. Hey there, welcome in or welcome back. My name is Avril, and in this corner of the internet, we chat about writing, life, and whatever else comes to mind. And I will be honest, I have fallen so far behind on all of my writing goals for the summer. Part of that, of course, being just related to extended hours at my day job and other things that I have going on. So today I am cracking down a little bit. I am doing some writing sprints, but we're making it fun. Every so often, I get videos at my feed of people eating this chocolate candy with different colored centers and turning it into a bit of a game. So, for example, if the inside of this candy is pink, I have to go get bangs. If it's green, I have to text my ex. Silly little things like that. And because I know that gamifying the writing process does typically help me get out of a writing slump, I figured I could take that concept over to my writing. And I was not able to find that specific chocolate candy in my neck of the woods, but I was able to find a few different flavors of gummy bears that I'm hoping will kind of work in the same way. So I went ahead and I picked out 3 different flavors of gummy bear. We have blue raspberry, we have mango, and we have cherry. Each one of these is going to have its own designated writing sprint time. And in this unnecessarily large bag, I have 10 of each color. I'm gonna give it a shake, pick out a gummy bear, and that'll determine how long we are writing for. If I pick a blue gummy bear, that will be a 15-minute writing sprint. If I pick the yellow mango gummy bear, that will be a 30-minute writing sprint. And then the red cherry gummy bear will be 45 minutes. And for today's writing, I am working on Project Scrimmage, which is my contemporary football romance project that I'm just kind of writing for fun. Now, if you missed my vlog from last week, I did receive feedback on the first 3 chapters from my writing group. And while I do have kind of a game plan for tackling all of those changes and ways to kind of make the story a little bit stronger, the ADHD is not allowing me to focus on that editorial stuff. So I will be going ahead and working on the next chapter, which I think at this point would be chapter 5 or 6, depending on how chapter 3 gets split up. But with all that being said, it is way too warm to have a heart condition. My allergies are going crazy today. Let's get some writing done. Alrighty, so I will, actually I think it might be easier if I just kind of like rip the top of the bag off. There we go. Alright, a little more manageable this way. Alright, so I am reaching into the bag now. Giving it a good shuffle, keeping my eyes closed. Alright, first gummy bear has been chosen. Showing the camera first, as one does. And our first writing sprint will be 15 minutes. All right, good starting point. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull up my documents, and I will see you in 15 minutes. And there is our 15-minute timer. Let's go. All right, and that is time. So that is writing sprint number 1 done. I came in at a total of 352 words, so not bad. And in that 15 minutes, I did do a little bit of research only because there was one story detail that I wanted to lock in now rather than put something in and then have to go back and change it later. So that has been locked in. Is anything of what I've written in the past 15 minutes going to stay long term? Probably not. I think maybe only a third of it is actually cohesive. But that's okay. That is not a problem for right now. That is a problem for future Avril when her ADHD does allow her to edit and make those revisions. Anyway, I think it is time for another sprint. So we'll go ahead, give our little bag a shake, close our eyes. Give the gummy bears a little shuffle, and writing sprint number 2 is 45. All right, locking in, guys. 45 minutes on the clock. Let's begin. All right. 45 minutes down. So to recap, not the most productive 45 minutes. Plenty of distractions. I got excited because it started raining and my cat decided to come in and now he is just hanging out under my tripod. I mean, he's adorable, yes. Yes, you are. But it is very hard to write when you have someone making biscuits out of your feet. And then also during that writing sprint, one of the felt pieces from my background came off, so that was great. Long story short, the adhesive glue tabs they come with don't adhere all that well to my wall, and I've had a whole bunch of them come down at once. Having only one come down is actually not that bad. I just haven't command stripped this one yet, and I think honestly this row as well needs to get command stripped. And I know what you're thinking, why haven't you done that yet? And to that I say, good question. Asked my ADHD and my lack of time. In terms of the actual writing recap, I think I did okay considering everything that was happening in the past 45 minutes. I am up to now a total of 843 words, and I'm getting up to what I would say is probably one of the scenes that really kind of solidified the idea in my head of the conflict. And for today's session, I am working on a chapter in Courtney's POV, and the objective of this chapter is really establishing that internal conflict and that barrier that is potentially going to be keeping her from pursuing anything with Liam. Mainly everything that comes with even being in proximity to someone that high profile as an NFL quarterback. A lot of that conflict being driven by the fact that Courtney is very introverted, and even though she does stream and is kind of a public-ish figure in terms of cozy gaming, she isn't like one of the top gamers, and she does want to keep that personal life separate from her public life. But now that there's been this social media post related to her day job and connected to the Wolves, which is Liam's team, that's kind of starting to collide, and it's going to be causing some issues for her. So, but enough yapping. I think it's time to get back to the writing portion of this video. So I will go ahead, get our bag. I think I have time for maybe one more sprint tonight, depending on what color we end up drawing from the bag here. So without further ado, we'll go ahead, closing our eyes. All right. Showing you first. All right. So we have a yellow mango gummy bear, which means it is time for a 30-minute sprint. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go. And that is the end of that 30-minute writing sprint. And I actually stayed in the zone the entire time. Well, for the most of it anyway. And I think I did pretty good considering I'm at a total of 1,389 words at the end of that sprint. And I think one of the things that I am realizing about myself, at least in this current iteration of my drafting, is that I am really focused on the dialogue right now and not so much the interiority. That'll come later. I think interiority in general, like I mentioned in that vlog when I was going over the feedback I got from my writing group, that is something that I do tend to struggle with early on when I'm still kind of figuring out who the characters are and what they want and just kind of getting into their headspace. And I think it's also becoming more noticeable with this particular project because I am writing it in the first person. So you are in Courtney's head and in Liam's head more so than I think it would be if it were a third person story. But yeah, overall, I think this writing session was the best one of the 3 so far. As much as I would love to do another writing sprint tonight, I think I do have to call it here for the evening. I need to, of course, feed Mr. Willoughby and honestly feed myself as well. I have actually not eaten anything today, and it is already almost 5 o'clock, so I should probably go do that. One can unfortunately not subsist on coffee alone, so I'm going to go make myself breakfast slash dinner slash whatever meal we're going to call this. So yeah, I'll be ending this video off here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day here with me in this corner of the internet. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all the things for more writing, life, and whatever else comes to mind. And in the comments, let me know, are you a fan of writing sprints? And if you are, what is your favorite duration for a writing sprint? And of course, if you have any other ideas for a randomized writing sprint that you'd like to see me try, or any other writing or writing adjacent videos you'd like to see on the channel, feel free to let me know as well. But on that note, I will see you in the next one. Bye.